up, peoples of the internet, and welcome to another Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesday is a Goodreads script created by Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey, and it is now being moderated by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes. And my cat is here trying to get love, and I love this guy. So the topic for this week is your top 5 books that you will never read, and I believe this was a topic a while back, and this was before I was doing videos or anything, so I remember I did watch a couple of those videos, which is pretty interesting because it now kind of came back, so it's all cool. So let me share with you. Yeah, let's just get started. So my number 5 pick is The Vampire Diaries by L.J. Smith. Like I've said before, I'm not big on reading series, and I know this is also a TV show, so I've heard a lot of reviews over the books and how the TV show is actually better than the books, and the books are like super like they're not long, but the series itself is super long, so I have no interest in trying to like invest my time in a series of books that is not reviewed as very great as compared to the TV show. So if I want to get some Vampire Diaries in my system, I'd just rather watch the show as opposed to reading all of the books. I don't even know how many there are, but I know there's tons of them. So yeah, that's my number 5. And my number 4 pick is The Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. I know this is also a series. I don't watch a lot of TV shows, so I have not watched a single episode of the Game of Thrones. Please do not decapitate me for that, but I don't have cable, and I just haven't watched any of the episodes. And then the actual books are ginormous, and they are quite frankly intimidating, so I have not picked up any of them, and I know there's still 2 in the process of being written, and that's just a lot of commitment. I think that from here we can gather that I have a commitment issue. Now moving on to number 3 is the Dorothy Must Die series by Daniel Page, and I actually bought the first book, Dorothy Must Die, and I read the first couple of pages, and I just did not like the writing. Actually, I had to return it to the bookstore, and that's something I've never done. I've never returned a book to the bookstore. I didn't like the writing at all, so not gonna read those. Moving on to my number 2 book here in this list is actually the rest of the continuation of the Selection series. So I read the whole first book and half of the second one, and I have just no interest in picking up the one or the rest of the Air, and I don't know what the other ones were by Kara Cass, because I just hated the first book and a half, and I just have absolutely no interest in torturing myself and putting myself through reading another book of America and her indecisiveness and her wishy-washy love triangle. I hated it all, and I have also no interest in reading about her daughter, whatever her name is, because apparently from what I've heard she's even worse, so not gonna put myself through that. And last book, my number 1 pick for this Top 5 Wednesday is 50 Shades of Grey. I have zero interest in reading this trilogy.
Is it a trilogy? I'm not sure. Yeah.
Actually, I haven't even finished reading the Twilight series. I know that 50 Shades of Grey was actually a fanfiction derived from the Twilight series. 1, I was not a big fan, and 2, I don't like erotica, so no. And then 3, I just a lot of the premises in the storyline from what I've heard being reviewed is just not something that I am interested in reading at all, so we're just gonna leave it there. I don't care for what's his face, Grey, I don't know his first name, Christian. I don't care for Christian Grey, and I don't care for whatever the girl's name is, so I'm not gonna read those books ever. That was my list for this week, and I am sorry if I mentioned any of the books you love or any of your favorite books. This is not me, shunning you. This is just me shunning these books. They're not my cup of tea, and if they are yours, that's totally up to you, and that's totally fine. Authors need to eat and they need somebody to buy these books and read them and love them, so that's cool, but that person's not me. So thank you for watching. If you did a top 5 Wednesday this week, please comment down below and let me know so I can watch your video, and please thumb it up if you like this video and subscribe if you'd like to see more of these. So thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.